Oh, that was the fastest reload ever.
Was that a bird? There's another one.
Good recoil, love the rails on top. Oh, I love the foonting sound. Yeah, you open the breech,
Thunk.
put a round in, and then lock it down. I love the animation here with the smoke. You can tell there's a wind, it's actually being blown away. That's cool, that's very realistic. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Total Recoil, where we feature some of your favorite weapons and equipment from some of your favorite military video games. I'm Israel Wright, one half of the Pop Culture Field Manual podcast, and with me today, Nate Boyer. How you doing, Nate?
I'm good. I'm also a Special Forces veteran. Izzy and I served together back in the day. I went to college at the University of Texas, played a little football.
Today we're going to be looking at some firing and reload animations of certain weapons, but across different video games like Call of Duty and Squad. Let's do it, Nate.
Let's do it.
This is something that I carried when I went overseas as well. You too, or?
We went through the Q course training with this thing. I brought it overseas, brought it to Iraq, but I switched to a Glock 19 as soon as possible.
Really? Oh, good for you, good for you.
It's heavy.
One defining characteristic about the M9, it is heavy.
It's heavy.
We had a 9-pound trigger pull, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's heavy and it has a heavy trigger squeeze.
He just racked it. If he would have racked it, that probably would have ejected a round. And it started on single action, but usually the Beretta starts on double, and then after that first round, the hammer will lock back, and then it goes to single action.
I'll say the kick looks realistic
yes.
to me.
Yeah.
That's how I kind of remember it, you know?
Nate, oh, there's a whole world called the Mill Sims, right? So we got Squad, you got Insurgency, Sandstorm, you got Arma 3, I think is the latest one. And these ones are actually a little bit different than kind of the fast-paced action shooters like Call of Duty, things like that. These ones, the men move slower. There's an emphasis on teamwork and coordination. And you actually get a lot of former military guys that play things like Arma. I love the 8-up BDU looking sleeve there.
This looks real. Don't shoot that bird, easy.
Yeah. Hopefully we're not on a nature preserve. That was quick. I mean, that reload speed is quick. The M4, that's bread and butter right there. That was what I used all through my time in SF. Full auto, obviously a big difference between any kind of civilian and military version. AR-15 and the M4.
The M4 was adopted in the 90s to replace the M16, which was popularized among Vietnam times and all that. He's got the PEC something on there. He's got a laser on there.
Say PEC 15.
Oh, you gotta look down those sights. I don't know about this. He's
like shoulder firing, you know?
Yeah, that's a big no-no. I got busted.
Quick look, maybe the ejection port's clear. Maybe this is mid-firefight.
That's true.
Maybe he's fighting off a bunch of seagulls, you know? Oh, and it did look like his front hand wasn't completely on the post, but maybe it was kind of like partially on the post, but partially on the barrel a little bit. It looks like when he looks down sights, it looks like the focal point changes with the animation. It looks like the front sight post is in focus, but it looks like the rear sight aperture is not in focus. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like the POV on Battlefield, generally, with the pistol and the M4 so far. It just feels like how it feels when I'm sitting behind a weapon.
So AK-74U, I love the stubby design. It's obviously shorter.
I love the stubby design.
I love the stubby design.
I love how stubby you look.
All right, now we're looking at the Call of Duty version of the Scorpion.
So that's the buttstock.
Yeah, it looks like there's a fold-out stock, fully out of machine pistol, I guess we're looking at. Really stubby charging handle. It's like more like a charging nub.
And that's a big-ass magazine for a pistol.
Oh, look, check it out. They got an animation for the range. Looks like they got a 75 and 150 meter. I like the animation for the flipping up that range.
Yeah, that is cool. Whoa. Look at the bulkiness of the trigger well.
Got a little stop there, obviously, because the barrel's like, I mean, the barrel end's right there. I can see that becoming a problem. You don't want to put your hand up, you know.
This looks like your standard Stormtrooper pistol right here.
Yeah, it does have that kind of space age, all the rounded features and stuff like that, something you might see.
I guess that's a buttstock? I mean, is that?
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, bullpup design, obviously the action is going to be behind the trigger, so all that stuff is back there. And then, yeah, just a buttstock. Yeah, it's just big old buttstock.
That's the magazine.
Yeah, magazine top. It's really wild. I was looking this up, and the magazine top fed, and towards the end it feeds into where the round will go into the chamber, and it actually rotates the round 90 degrees, so it's facing out to the side, and then as it goes in, the little mechanism kind of on like a little turntable puts it into the chamber, and then it fires off. It's pretty wild. And that ammo box, I love that metal ammo box. Like, let's just add more weight to the pig, right?
Yeah. I don't know what these actually weigh, but they feel like they weigh about 100 pounds when you're toting that.
That was one of the main complaints. I mean, in addition to, you know, malfunctioning in extreme conditions, you know, when it gets dirty or hot or cold or whatever, that was the biggest complaint that I looked up is the weight. Check out the animation. I love the links, the M13 links popping out the side. I love the recoil, and even the reload animation looks like he takes his time, gets the cover up, puts the links in there, slaps it down.
They make this one look sexier right off the bat.
Yeah,
They
even the
just do.
ammo boxes looks like a little canvas and stuff like that.
Yeah, right.
Well, that was the fastest reload ever animation. I get the animation. Obviously, you can't take all day and stuff like that, but boy, oh boy.
Oh my God, was that a bird? There's another one.
Good recoil. I love the rails on top, you know, so you can see the rounds feeding in. I love checking the cover. You see the spring down in there.
It is a lot lighter toting around, that's
Yep.
for sure. And this guy is not in the United States military.
Definitely not. I can tell by the uniform, yeah. Not a United
Gloves,
States military.
the chocolate. It's a chocolate chip, sort of, but it's very green. He's an Eastern European descent.
There you go. I love that handguard right there. Looks kind of an older kind of M16 handguard.
Well, is that on a 16 or is that an M4? It's hard to tell. Look at that buttstock. It might be an M16.
Yeah, it does. With the buttstock, it is kind of a giveaway of an M16.
But the barrel doesn't look super long, I don't think.
Oh, I love the foonting sound. Yeah, you open the breech,
Thunk.
put a round in, and then lock it down. I don't know if I would fire that right
Pretty
away.
close. Oh!
Oh, a little teleporting.
There's something up our sleeve. Or on our sleeve. Oh, interesting.
Oh, I like that. That's a nice little extra thing. You can actually see him grabbing it. You have to kind of like a
Out of his
backpack.
quiver.
Yeah, it's his quiver, his RPG, grenade quiver.
Look at that. I mean, I love how you can actually see the round taken off there. Watch when he fires it again. Follow the trail of it. See it? Because in reality, like, you can see those things through the air on like a bullet.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In a combat situation, like, you do see those things moving. I don't know what the actual miles per hour is, but it's visible.
Oh, so dark.
My eyes.
Love the sight, love the stinger. So ground to air missile, right? Typically, 2-man crew. I love that. It's a guided missile, right? It pops out of there. I love that.
Nice. Oh yeah, shoot that plane. Get it. Oh, this is cool.
Oh, okay, it's got the kind of tracking thing. You got to keep it on there.
It's just like you're in Top Gun, but you're on the ground.
Now this is interesting. A clacker. I don't know that I've ever.
Get behind some cover. Oh my God. And
I
there's
love
no
how he just
hole.
willy-nilly throws it out there. Doesn't even care. Those are
funny.
indestructible Humvees, apparently. Clacker. I'm not. You know, that looked more like a Claymore mine clacker to me.
It did. You know what? I never used a clacker. We used the. I can't think of what it's called.
Oh
Just the
yeah,
initiating
yeah.
device.
Push, twist, pull.
Yeah, exactly. You push, you twist it like 90 degrees at least, and then you pull. I did get to blow up a couple of very large doors off of a building, which blew out every single window in the place when I was in Iraq.
That looks like it's a very recognizable configuration. You can see the detonator in there.
And that's sort of the bricks that they come in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before you form them, shape them.
You can form it and shape it. It kind of looks like clay or Play-Doh.
It looks exactly like clay.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is so terrifying.
And yeah, it's not gonna, you know, thing about C4 is it's very stable. You can drop it, you can hit it, you can even shoot it. And like a friend of mine, her dad was in Vietnam, and he said that's how they used to heat their rations. They would take a little bit of C4, light it on fire, and it would just burn there. Maybe not the best idea, but it has to be detonated. It has to have a shockwave detonation. So that's kind of one of the chief characteristics of C4, you know. Battlefield version of C4.
Back to the clacker.
Fancy clacker. It's got a little radio antenna.
He's clicking it 3 times to arm it looks like. Just right there, just hang right there.
Flopping it
Yeah, no
out.
cover, concealment.
That's quite an
boom.
army's gone on there. If you slow it down there, it looks like the M67 frag grenade.
When you pull the pin, there's no rush as long as you hold the spoon.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think
Yeah.
that's a common misconception. People
Yeah.
think you pull the pin, you got 3 seconds and it explodes. No. There's a spoon, they call it, basically just like a metal clip that's on the side of it. You hold onto that, you pull the pin out, which releases the spoon, but you are still in control of it. As long as that's still in contact with the frag and the top and you don't separate those 2 pieces, it's not gonna detonate.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to pull the pin and run around with it in your hand.
Yeah, you want to be ready
know,
to throw it right
In case
then.
you gotta like scratch your itch, you know, yeah, whatever. I guess you have the other hand.
You got distracted just in that moment, right when you pulled the pin, and you got to do something else. No, about a 4 to 5 second delay after the spoon is released.
Pull the pin. Oh my gosh, I'm super thirsty right now. I need to pull out my canteen, but I gotta do it one-handed. It's so inconvenient, I might as well release it. I think the timing feels right. They didn't rush it. A game tendency would be to rush. Oh, that felt a little rushed. Just as I spoke.
for distance.
Okay.
That was real quick.
Did he shoot it out of the sky?
It looked like it, but I think that just the timing was a little quick on that one. Now we're looking at the, squad version?
That's a long delay. I like that. That's actually even more
You know what I like
realistic.
is in this one, he's really holding onto that thing with both hands. I don't know, you remember basic training?
Oh, yeah.
They have you hold the grenades upside down and they hold them like right next. It's like, you hold that grenade, you hold those grenades, you do not move. You have to be like this for like whenever you get up to the line.
Throwing grenade!
Thank you.
Ask and you shall receive. Nice, got the canister. That thing burns and that just releases smoke. Obviously, depending on the windage that day, it could collect right there, or if there's a strong wind, it might just blow that thing away. I love the animation here with the smoke. You can tell there's a wind, it's actually being blown away. That's cool, that's very realistic, you know.
Smoke out.
Whoa, that's instant smoke. Instant magical cloud of
And
smoke.
these things are exploding. I don't know
Yeah.
if is that correct?
Obviously the smoke, as it burns, and that smoke is forced out the tubes on the bottom, it's gotta give it a second. Obviously the Battlefield people, they ain't got time for that. They're like, smoke grenade, smoke. It's like Bangalore smoke.
I don't know what that means. But
I do.
pretty impressive, I'll say, especially from an outsider in the gaming world. I really like Battlefield. If I was gonna pick one.
That was your favorite?
Just the look of the weapons, like colors, I mean, it just was appealing to the eye, I think.
In terms of like overall production value, what I saw, the Call of Duty stuff always gets my vote. Folks, if you want to see more videos like this, go over to Gamology's Facebook and YouTube page. And if you want to hang out with me a little bit more, go over to twitch.tv/myhappyself. Nate, where can people get a hold of you?
At Nate Boyer 37 on social media, wherever I may be in the universe.
Folks, take it easy. We'll see you on the next one.
Well, do we have to go hang out with you somewhere else?
No, I mean, you can hang out with me right here if you want to.
Do we have to hang out with you at all?
No.
Hang out with Izzy. He's more fun.
What? No, this guy's great.
Pew pew.
How you doing, Nate?
I'm great.